Hey everybody. All right, this is going to be my comment, my opinions, my rebuttal on the State of the Union address that Obama just gave tonight. First off, an incredible speech, an incredible address, once again giving us hope and a dream for the future that has been destroyed for the last 8 years by longer than 8 years, but has been destroyed by the Republican Party over and over and over again. After Obama's speech, I listened to this Joni Ernst, who sounded like she had swallowed 10 gallons of helium. Her voice was so fake and high-pitched. And the first things that she came out and said is, we are going to repeal and replace Obamacare, and we are going to get the oil pipeline built. Now, anybody that knows about the oil pipeline knows that the only people this benefits is Canada. The oil is coming from Canada. The oil is going to be shipped in the U.S. waters, which will be in jeopardy if there are pipe leaks or damage, and the U.S. will only benefit a short amount of time by the people that are employed by the oil companies. After this pipeline is put in place, all the oil will be shipped across the country and it will be sold out of the USA. Now, right now, gasoline in the U.S. is the cheapest it has been in forever. The U.S. has an incredibly good economy that is getting better every day, while the other countries in the world are getting worse and having more problems. So the U.S. is doing incredibly well. Spending money to build this pipeline will benefit absolutely no one in the United States except for a few people that are going to be working on the pipeline. I don't know anybody that works in the oil industry. The oil industry has done really well. It's screwing over this country for decades, for centuries, and they certainly don't want to build this pipeline to benefit us. We don't need this pipeline. Our gasoline, we have so much gasoline right now, we don't need the pipeline. And all the oil that will go through this pipeline will not be used in the United States. It will be sold. So the only people this benefits are the oil companies and the people that own the oil stock. None of us are going to benefit by the oil pipeline. So why do the Republicans want this pipeline built? Because they own stock. They are owned by the oil companies. They have lobbyists that are benefiting the oil companies and the rich people. This has nothing to do with the middle class. It has nothing to do with the Democrats and Republicans in the middle class. This has everything to do with making the politicians and their rich buddies richer. That is all this is about. So the two priorities are to build the pipeline that benefits nobody and to get rid of Obamacare. Obamacare, 10 million people in the U.S. now have Obamacare. 10 million people that couldn't afford insurance before now have insurance. They don't have to worry about being ill and not being able to go to a doctor. Kids, younger people, people that could not afford insurance are now able to stay on their parents' insurance until they're 26. That's huge. Imagine if you're 24 and you are not able to afford insurance. You can stay on your parents' policy now. Why do the Republicans always want to go after things that benefit people? Why are they going after health care? And why do they want to hurt people? Why are they only interested in the oil pipeline? So they want to repeal Obamacare. They want the people that got insurance to suffer. They want the teens and the younger people that can't afford insurance, that are now on their parents' policy, to lose these benefits. There is no policy, Obamacare. Republicans don't care how much money you spend medical, and if you drop dead because you're broke.
No, they can't judge you for conditions before. They can't say you can't have insurance. So once again, why do the Republicans want people to suffer who have health problems? Why do they only care about money and the companies and rich people? So those were the main things that caught always vote for the Republicans. Thus, from Republican if you don't want immigration, you don't want the Mexicans to everything Republicans believe in is America and America. That is the last, 4 years when the Democrats were in charge, and the Republicans kept on saying, well, if you're in charge, why don't you do things the American population needs? And the couldn't their agenda because Obama is going to veto it because the American people are not on the side of the Republicans. Amazingly, very foolishly, the Democrats didn't vote in this election, and the whole country is going to pay a price. But if you look at what's going on in the country, we're out of 2 wars that George Bush started. We are out of a sinking economy that George Bush caused. The stock market that was tanking is now doing incredibly well. Jobs that were non-existent because George Bush made us a pure country, we now have more jobs in this country we've had in the last 8 years. So Obama's done an incredibly good job of managing the country and bringing us back to a very strong position. And the country knows that. The country's not happy with Congress, but everybody, even Republicans, know that if they were in charge the last 6 years, we would be in who knows how many wars right now. We wouldn't have any progress at all. People would still be highly in debt. Jobs would be leaving the country. Our 401k, pension, retirement, these problems that George Bush brought along that the Republicans always bring along. And look at history, will always the economy, they put everybody in debt, they cause lots of problems, and then the Democrats get in office and fix everything, which is what Obama did, and it's what Bill Clinton did. So this might take a speech tonight. Beautiful speech, lots of energy, lots of positive, lots of everything good from Obama. And what happens? The Republicans come out, doom and gloom, world's falling apart, we gotta stop this QB, we gotta stop health care, we have to stop the Social Security benefits, they want to stop everything, but we've got to build pipeline, build a pipeline. When I say these pathetic people, truly they are Americans in name only. They are Americans as far as what this country stands for. They can run around wearing ties on their head all the time and saying they're patriots. They are anti-American. They are pathetic.